You need a person with a superego. I love Freud. You need a person who has a conscience. I come home. Gracie, who's got beautiful, long, dark hair. You're with me on this. Gracie's got beautiful, long, dark hair. Has cut it into a bob. And I say, wow, sweetie. And she says, how do you like it? And I lie. And I say, I love it, right? It's a socially perfunctory moment. It's the moment that we all understand. It's the way the game is played. It's a part of the rules, right? She's like, cool, thank you. Thanks a lot. And we move on. But where do things go terribly wrong in that exchange? When Gracie says to me, really? Why do you like it so much, Phil? Okay, now there's risk. Tonight you met people you've never known before. You met people for the first time, and you don't say to yourself, ha, I wonder if this person is going to lie to me. You say to yourself, interesting looking person, or not a particularly interesting looking person, or this is dull as can be, or this is fascinating, but you don't say to yourself, this guy's got to be a liar. I need to have my guard up. That's not what we do. It takes too much energy. So we go into these relationships willing participants in dishonesty because it's too hard for us to have our guard up all the time. How many different ways are there to make a mistake when you're trying to figure out whether somebody is telling a truth or telling a lie? How many different mistakes can you make? Well, you can either disbelieve the truth or believe a lie, right? So you can only make two mistakes. Police are highly prone to a particular kind of error. Which of the two? Disbelieving the truth. Police are highly prone to disbelieving the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, on your way home tonight, when you get pulled over and the cop comes walking up to the window, do they come all the way to the window? No, because they're constantly suspicious. Why? Because everybody lies to the police. And so they step back just a little bit so you're in this awkward position looking over your shoulder, right? And you say to the cop, what I do wrong? And then this presentation filters in. And my sinister quality starts to make its way as you start to realize that police are particularly prone to disbelieving the truth, and you get nervous, right? Then you start to get nervous because you realize that this guy is not going to believe you, and then what happens? The cop sees you getting nervous and says, this person must have something to hide. When I'm telling a lie, I am more likely to avert your gaze. True or false? How many say true? How many say false? True. I am more likely to look away when I'm lying. Okay. That means that 100% of you think true or false? I am more likely to look away when I'm lying. Ma'am, in the back. Do you think it's true? Okay. I am more likely to look away when I am lying. Anybody want to look, it's a room full of lawyers. Somebody, please. Just go for it. Yes, ma'am. Why? Okay. Okay. A person who is lying to you is more likely to put forth a conscious effort, and so is more likely to look at you rather than to look away from you. So when a person is lying, they're more likely to be looking at you. Is that the ridiculous comment you just made? You're right. You're right. She's right. It's crazy, huh? We all think that liars look away, but you know what liars do? More likely than not, they lock on you. You know why? Because they think that you think that when they lie, they'll look away. So what are they going to do? Look at you. When Gracie says to me, "How do you like my bob?" do I go, "No, sir, I lock," right? And then it becomes this really awkward moment where I'm frozen solid looking at her, right? It looks great. But that should tell you something about the behavior associated with dishonesty. It can be awkward because you're thinking about doing the thing that the person is not expecting, not the thing that they are expecting. Your best opportunity to catch a liar is in a high-stakes lie. That's when the rewards for successfully lying are at their highest, and the penalties for unsuccessfully lying are at their highest. It's a high-stakes lie. Sunday night at dinner at my sister's house, my sister and her husband were with each other. My sister's husband, my brother-in-law, was lying to us at the table, and he was telling some story, and my sister kept going, "Why are you lying?" It was very funny, apparently, to them. We kind of didn't know what was going on, and then my sister says to me, "Is he lying?" It's not a high-stakes lie. He's got nothing to lose. He's just teasing with his wife. He's having fun. Does everybody get uncomfortable in the same way? No. People get nervous differently. But there are things that you can look for in a general kind of way about how people get nervous that will help you figure out whether somebody is, well, first off, nervous, but number two, potentially telling you a lie. Pauses and time buyers. Somebody give me a pause and a time buyer. Somebody give me a time buyer. Huh? Huh? Is that what it was? Just huh? Huh. Okay. Exactly. Can you repeat the question, which huh is, right? What'd you do last night? Huh? That's your time buyer? Perfect. Could you repeat the question? Time buyers are the thing that most people do when they're trying to buy some time and formulate for you. The sound of the voice is helpful, but over the phone, your best friend in deception detection is a time buyer. A rising intonation is a reliable disclosure of fear. Flattening of the intonation, that's when you realize that you're starting to get a little bit nervous and you become a little monotone and you don't become quite as animated as you would normally be because you think that you're giving it away. So you end up giving it away by flattening your affect. You look awkward and nervous.